So, what if your doctor had a secret weapon? Something to help them tackle the most confusing, most complex medical mysteries? Well, today, we're diving into a new kind of AI that's quietly becoming a doctor's most powerful partner, right there in the exam room.
Look, we've all been there, right? You have these weird symptoms, and it feels like a total mystery. The human body is just unbelievably complex. And for doctors, navigating that complexity is their job, day in and day out. But what if they suddenly had a brand new ally designed to cut right through that complexity?
To really get what this means, let's step into a scenario that could be happening right now in any clinic and see how this new partner is completely changing the game.
Okay, so picture this. This is the classic diagnostic puzzle. You've got a handful of symptoms that could point to, well, a dozen different things. Could be something minor, could be something serious, and the pressure is on the doctor to figure it out, and fast.
And this is where the script flips. Instead of spending hours digging through medical journals or just relying on memory, the doctor brings in their new assistant, a clinical decision support AI.
So what's this AI assistant actually doing? Is it just, a fancy Google search for doctors? Not even close. Let's pull back the curtain and see what this thing is really capable of. The thing you gotta understand is that this isn't a passive tool. It's not just sitting there waiting for a command. It's an active participant, working right alongside the doctor.
Just look at what it can do. In real time, it's crunching all the data, symptoms, lab results, the whole shebang. It suggests what might be going on, recommends the next steps, and even double-checks for medication conflicts. And then it wraps it all up in a neat little report. It's like a Swiss Army knife for a modern doctor.
But hold on, how does it get from a bunch of raw data to a diagnosis you can trust? Let's walk through the process step by step to really understand how this AI thinks.
Okay, let's go back to our patient with the fatigue and chest pain. The doctor plugs in the symptoms and lab results. Instantly, and I mean instantly, the AI compares that info against a massive database of millions of other cases. It doesn't spit out just one answer. No, it generates a ranked list of possibilities and, this is the crucial part, it suggests the exact tests needed to get to the right answer with confidence.
Now, this might be the most important piece of the puzzle. This isn't some mysterious black box. It's what's called explainable AI. The system literally shows its work. It tells the doctor why it's suggesting something by pointing to specific data points. And that transparency, that's what builds trust. That's what makes it a real partner.
And its job doesn't stop at the diagnosis. It's also acting as this incredible safety net in the background. It's automatically flagging potential drug interactions, allergies, and even connecting the dots on lifestyle risks that a busy doctor might miss. It helps create a way more complete picture of the patient's overall health.
Okay, so that's how it works for one doctor and one patient. Pretty amazing, right? But now, let's zoom out and look at the huge impact this is having across the entire healthcare industry.
The efficiency here is just staggering. Look at this. What used to take a doctor hours of digging through research is now done in about a minute. We're talking about a transformation from hours to seconds. That is an absolute game changer.
The difference couldn't be clearer. We're shifting from a world of long hours of research and the potential for human error to one of instant, data-backed clarity. And you know what the best part of that is? Less time buried in paperwork means more time for what actually matters, talking to the patient.
And listen, this isn't just happening in some fancy futuristic research lab. Clinics are using it, hospitals are using it, even telemedicine platforms are using it to give doctors a head start. It's becoming a foundational tool everywhere.
So, what does this all add up to? Let's boil it down to the key things that make this technology a real breakthrough and what it means for the future of medicine.
It really comes down to 4 key pillars. First, it's unbelievably fast. Second, it's super adaptable. It doesn't matter if you're a family doctor or a cancer specialist. Third, it's totally transparent so you can check its work. And finally, it's ironclad secure, meeting the highest privacy standards.
At the end of the day, this is the promise, right? A faster, safer, and much clearer path to a diagnosis. It doesn't replace a doctor's expertise, it supercharges it with the power of data. It's the best of both worlds.
And that really brings us to the final thought here. This technology was never about replacing doctors, it's about augmenting them. It's about giving them a superpower. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. What does healthcare look like when every single doctor has a data-driven superpower in their pocket? The possibilities, well, they're pretty extraordinary.